Do you know what your number one asset is? Now, this is not some sort of like hypothetical deep theory question where you say, well, my number one asset is myself or my brain or my mind, blah, blah, blah. No. What is your actual number one asset? It's the same for everybody, but how it applies to our lives is different. Any guesses? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Your number one asset is your income. That's right. The earned income that you have every single year is your number one asset. Your income provides for the lifestyle that you are living. It pays for your family's needs. And it also provides you with money to save and invest, right? So you can build a future life for yourself and increase your lifestyle if you so wish to do so. So have you ever thought about that lifestyle and the lifestyle that you would like to provide for yourself and your family? What does that lifestyle look like 5 years from now? 10 years from now? Have you thought about that lifestyle 15 to 20 years from now? Are your family's needs being met? Are you able to support their goals and dreams? Are you able to give them the life that you always dreamed you would be able to provide for them? Now, I want you to sit here and think about this for a second. What would happen to that lifestyle, to that dream, if you were no longer able to provide that income for your family? And that could be for several reasons. Hopefully not death, but even a very bad accident could put you in a situation where you're no longer physically able to work to provide the same income. What will happen to your family? What will their life look like at those benchmarks 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now if something were to happen to you today to prevent your ability to earn that money? So, how do you protect your number one asset? And a lot of people miss the mark here because it actually comes down to something called insurance. And it's not a fun topic to talk about. Who wants to sit here and talk about insurance? Nobody. I don't even want to talk about it. But it's important because if you're not protecting your number one asset, if you don't protect your number one asset, your financial foundation is not going to be solid at all. At all. Because stuff happens. Life happens. And sometimes we're in really bad situations that we have to deal with. And if we are not prepared, if we don't prepare ourselves and protect ourselves for the unlikely and hopefully not, the unlikely possibility of a devastating accident, if we're not prepared for that, then we set ourselves up to fail. We allow ourselves that risk in our life where our families may not have that lifestyle we have always dreamed that they would have. So let me say this about insurance. Now let me say this about insurance, all right? You buy it and hope you never have to use it, but you cannot get it when you actually need it, okay? So in a way, yeah, you're kind of spending money. Hopefully you're wasting it, right? Hopefully you're wasting money because you never have to actually use the insurance. But the thing is, when you actually need the insurance, when some disaster happens in your life and now all of a sudden you need that protection, there's no way you can get it. You can only get insurance before an event happens. So that's why I want to sort of bring to light an example, okay? And I've been working with other financial coaches that we have sort of shared experiences so that we can continue to grow our own practices, right? And one of the examples really broke my heart. And I hope that putting out this video can help prevent that for the people that at least interact with me, okay? And here's the story. There's a man, one of the financial coaches had a client who was sort of an older gentleman, well, maybe in his 50s, not the best health, all right, but was sort of financially stable. They didn't have everything squared away, but, they were making progress. Now, the financial coach told them or recommended to them to purchase additional life insurance, right? Because of the same things we talked about here. What if something happens where your income is no longer a part of the equation? Will your family still be able to have the lifestyle that you want to provide to them? Will your children still have the same opportunities for schooling that they would have if otherwise? Will they still have the same opportunity in housing and in sports and extracurriculars? So this gentleman looked at the numbers. His health was not that great, and it was going to cost him a pretty penny to get the insurance. But the financial coach still urged him, listen, you need to get this done. This is part of the foundation for building generational wealth. Okay? If you want to leave a legacy, a family legacy with generational wealth, you have to have the foundation solid, right? Because your kids cannot inherit a shaky foundation and then build upon it. They'd have to fix the foundation first before they do any of that. So getting the foundation solid is necessary. So this financial coach urged him, please, get it done, get it done. He decided not to do it. And it was like 2 to 3 months later, he was diagnosed with cancer, and a very aggressive cancer. And within 6 months from that, he died. He passed away. Now, I could hear the emotion coming from the other financial coach I was talking to. I could hear the emotion in his voice saying, I feel like I failed this client. I tried to urge him. I tried to put the information in front of him to make the best financial decisions, but he wasn't able to get him to take action. And unfortunately, his family suffered for that. And unfortunately, the financial coach did what he could to help the family, but their plan changed. Their lifestyle changed. They could no longer afford the same lifestyle and afford the same opportunities that they would have had otherwise. So, again, it's not a fun subject. It's not my favorite subject. I don't like talking about insurance, whether it's life insurance, health insurance, disability coverage. I myself can testament to that because I injured my knee. Let me put my knee up. I had an ACL tear, right? And I had to have surgery on my knee, which put me out of work. Unable to work, having insurance in place, I was able to survive. I was able to pay my bills, and it didn't throw me off track in my wealth building plan. Maybe it slowed me down a little bit, but I'm not completely derailed from that. And that's really what it comes down to, is protecting your number one asset, protecting your income. Because without that protection in place, you're setting your financial plan up to fail. And that's the last thing I want for anyone who interacts with any of my content. I want nothing more than for you to succeed in life, to succeed with your finances, to succeed living the American dream and taking advantage of all the opportunity this country has to offer. So I hope you take this step seriously. If you would like more information about that, join my free strategy group. Get on there, connect with me, ask questions. I can put you in contact with professionals within my network that can help you get that part of your life squared away. And if you would like to do it yourself, you can go on to insurance brokers' websites and try to figure out what the best deal for you would be. But don't put it off. Do not delay it, because you never know when a disaster can happen in your life. And I hope that you guys take this information seriously and can create a financial strategy to build generational wealth.